Hi. Right, I tweeted out 12 o'clock for this, but I am eager to get started because anything that's like Firewatch just appeals to me. This has supposedly got hints of The Shine into it, which just appeals to me. To be honest, everything about this appeals to me, so I am just desperately eager to get jumped into this. Because it just sounds phenomenal, let's be honest, it just sounds phenomenal. So, let's dive into it. Firewatch was probably my game of last year. I loved everything about Firewatch. I loved the visual style to it as well. That was amazing. But the story you're about to see is shaped by its details. My dearest Nicole. Am I supposed to click or? Supposed to click? You're the daughter every mother dreams of. I must be Nicole then, I guess? Beautiful, smart and fair. We've been through a lot and I know things haven't always been easy. Remember what Dr. Franklin said after your speech at the high school graduation. I'm assuming the subtitle is off compared to the Face with the Dragon. One must brandished sword and shield. Sometimes one has to know when one has to kneel before the dragon. Kneel before the dragon? I wonder if that's a clue already. Kneel before the dragon. The penitent man must kneel? Only the penitent man will pass. Always thought of you as a fighter who faced with the toughest challenges, is capable of brandishing all the weapons necessary to fight courageously and heroically. We never talked about what happened with Leonard, your father, but now I need to tell you a few things before this illness separates us. Okay, so your mum's died then. Okay, so WSAD seems to move you. Guessing this is your mum's funeral? Am I just pushing other folk out of the way here? Sorry, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. The affair your father had with that young woman a year ago and her ensuing suicide broke her family apart forever. Okay, so if I'm Nicole, that must be Rachel. Imagine exactly what was going through your head in that moment. Father no longer exists for me, I can only trust my mother. That your father had irreparably betrayed her trust. That she had done the right thing by throwing herself off that cliff. I was there, I've always been there. When you dislocated your shoulder at the first game, when you sobbed at night in a room you didn't recognise, when you kissed Duncan Forbes under the Christmas mistletoe in 1985, marched against abortion in your first year at college. Duncan was a good kid. Even if I've never said it before, I immediately thought you wouldn't have a lot to talk about. Talking is the foundation for every relationship. If you don't talk, you drift apart. There is so much to say when you don't have a lot of time to say it. First of all, I'm sorry. The mum's sorry? Why is the mum sorry? I usually bind my keys to S and X instead of W and S, so I'm pressing the wrong key repeatedly here. But thankfully all you need to do is hold W. I never thought rage was an emotion worthy of a good Christian, but I used it. I used it to endure pain. I don't want you to live your life I have, my love. I want you to be free from the past once and for all. That is why I want you to do exactly as I say. Sell our hotel. Sell the Overwatch! Oh, I'm just cranking the heating up, it's bloody freezing. Interestingly, when I went to capture this on OBS, the exit was called Overwatch. Overwatch Win 64 something. Overwatch is the hotel, of course, in The Shining. The hotel is my family's and you're entitled to it. Go back there, Nicole. I've hired a lawyer in Helena, Mr. Jenkins, to give you this letter once your father has passed away. Oh, hey, Fatality, thanks for the host. What are you up to today, mate? You and yourself? There's a better half at a wedding today. Where'd I get to? I'll already be gone long. Take a quick inspection, sign the papers and sell those walls that hold nothing but rage. Keep what you need to pay off your university loans, and give the rest to the girls' family. Let's end this story once and for all. So she wants me to use the money for the hotel to give to Rachel's family. We've always been there for each other. Oh, it's like teardrops on this one. I wish I could still be there at your graduation, your wedding, my grandchildren's birth, but that's it. We don't know how much time we have. Use yours to love. There's nothing else worth living for, fighting or dying for. Believe me, I love you above all else. Your mother, June 24th, 1991. So we're in the 90s. As intros go, this is a good intro. It's compelling. How you doing anyway, Fatality? You good today? A rare Saturday off for me. Everyone's over at Gugs. That'll be my mother then. And I have to go to Helena, I think the place was called, and check out the hotel. There's something weird happening with my wee gift guy. He's like running way behind. Did that say Helena somewhere?
The bad weather crossing Montana is amassing all the characteristics of an atypical storm. The bad turn is proving worse than expected, with above average winds and snowfall, especially forecast for Helena National Forest Natural Reserve.
I love games like this.
The National Weather Service warns residents to follow all instructions given by local authorities and to avoid all unnecessary travel. Some concerned meteorologists are comparing it to the storm that hit Billings in 1955, with 42 inches of snow falling over a single night.
Jesus.
Are we heading into the mother of all winters in Lewis and Clark County?
Timberline. That established 1920. Well, my guy seems to have caught up now. I wonder if it's something to do with the animation frames or something. Hello from Montana. That must be the hotel. 1962. Church beside it. Oh, I'm getting such shining vibes already. This is awesome. It doesn't help this house is freezing and I feel like I'm shivering already. Let's see where we go. Oh, the mouse is all weird.
I remember from the night we departed 10 years ago.
So we lived here. My dad was maybe having his affair. Can I reverse my mouse? That's going to bug the crap out of me. I could do it using network. 1, 2, 3, Q and E. Shift to run M to open map. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, that's better. That's better. My car. WS. Maybe it's WS. I can use my arrow keys as well. The storm must be like one we're all experiencing in the UK then, eh? Doesn't seem to want to let me interact with anything there. It was left mouse for interact, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got to keep pressing the wrong button there, I just know it. I'll switch to my arrow keys, that makes it a bit easier for me. Employees only now. I'm the owner, I guess. Not letting me get in there just now. That's a problem, always it's like side quests. Always go for the side quests. Whereas really I should just be exploring the main way. And there's motorbikes up in the pads there. No toolbox. Doesn't do anything? Okay. Locker room. Let's worry about stuff like this later. Let's just get inside. What am I here to
Said
do?
to check the office first. It should be just beyond the Mountain Museum at the end of the stairs to the main floor, if I remember right.
Wait for the day. Outside the museum. Oh. Holy crap, the weather outside here is nuts. Hey, Dark Knight, how you doing? I'd have the feeling I'm going to need this climbing gear at some point. How have you been? You surviving the recent storms?
Please leave a message.
No, don't leave a message, I need to answer the phone. Ah. It's all old cassettes.
911 emergency.
911 what?
What's your emergency? Hello? Can you hear me? What's your emergency?
How am I? I am doing good, thank you very much. Doing good, I've got a rare Saturday to myself, so I'm taking advantage.
Hi, it's Paulie from Century Telephone Company. I'm sorry to bother you, but as I told you last time, the company requires cutting off the telephone service to delinquent customers. I'm really sorry, Leonard, but my hands are tied. We have to go ahead. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
So they cut off my telephone service, but the phone was just ringing?
Yeah, Nicole, it's Jenkins, the attorney. The hotel chain that wants to take over your hotel has just dumped a mammoth holy Bible of documents on my desk that I need to check through. I have to personally
think I recognise
go
that
to the
voice.
land registry office before we meet. Listen, I know you didn't want to go to your father's funeral, but now the hotel is entirely your property. The law requires you to assess its condition before putting it on the market.
The attorney out taking that for you?
It's very noble of your mother to want to repay that poor girl's family, Rachel. Not everyone would deprive themselves of such a sum. Anyway, it's up to you now. Get to it. I'll bring you a burger you Portland folks can only dream of. Oh, I left you some notes and a master key on the dining room table of your family's old apartment. Start your rounds from there. Give me a couple of hours. Don't run off, all right?
Okay, so I need to go... My apartment. Oh, look at that. The place is completely in the red.
We should have hired a decent attorney from Portland, Mom, not this potato head. Come on, let's do this.
I wonder if that's me and the mum then. Nicole and the mum. Can I make that one out? Invoices. Is that one all zeros? The wind outside is nuts. There's an old apartment somewhere in for a minute. We need to change floor. Is there textures that aren't loading in here or something? I get the feeling that that should at least show me something. That's office genius at work. Yeah, I don't think so, Dad. Financial record. Oh, there would be a bloody storm, wouldn't there? Any end or turn about that. I can't go that way. Did you guys hear that rattle? That was weird. Oh, is that an old C64 or an Amstrad CPC or something? Look at the big 5 1/4 floppies. Oh, oh that. Okay, so we need to go through the museum. Here's the way that we came. I don't like the kind of sway when you're walking, that's all. This is what the main foyer then. Ballroom. This is a creepy place, isn't it? Like it's isolated, which is bad enough. Can you imagine this place at night? That would freak you the hell out. Should have said something about going through the dining room, didn't it? It's doing nothing for me. Annoyingly, you can only use the run key on the shift key on the left hand side of the keyboard. Never thought that one up's loading well. That doesn't really seem to be the way the master suite does it. I'm sure it said something about the dining room. Let's explore. Ballroom, maybe he said ballroom. It doesn't seem to be any good. Another toolbox. Which does nothing. Oh, look behind the desk. Telephones, which apparently we don't have phone service, so I don't know where that's coming from, but apparently we don't have phone service. So that's curious. Dying Rose on room 217. Now I want to check out room 217. Bell. Ah, use it. Dang it. If I get my keys wrong here. One, 2, and 3. Action and use current object. Yeah, 217. I think we need to check out 217. Why would there be a rose? Master Suite's not up here, is it? Nope. This is creepy as fuck. Love it. We're going to go check out 217 because it's annoying me that I can't get through the dining room. I'm sure he said something about it being through the dining room. Let's go up to 217 and have a look. Right, wait, how'd you get 217? Wonder this something goes up to 1 something. Oh, Master Suite. That's the same carpet from the Overlook. Hey, a TV. Oh man, I am totally expecting to find a weird half-naked woman in a bath. One oh 3, 102. I turn the corner and see a pair of creepy ass twins, you know what I mean? It's almost like the textures aren't loading well, is it? That looks open in there. Come play with us forever and ever. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to freak myself out. And there's nothing happened yet. There's not even a thing happened yet. It's just a creepy ass place. See, this isn't a hotel place, this is a lived in place. It definitely feels like the textures aren't loading right, that's the only thing. That looks okay. And then that looks like crap. A lot of pills lying around. A lot of pills lying around. Did Leonard maybe do himself in? Ah, come on, flush a goddamn toilet. I like leaving doors open at my back. What's with all the books? I get the feeling that would mean more to me if I could read what the title was. Motion makers, and a handgun. Have talent, find one in yourself too. Leonard was a confused man, I think. Last will and testament of Leonard McGrath. Leonard McGrath saying Helena, country, blah blah blah. Debts and everything. Out the estate. Claire Wilson of Helena. Who's Claire Wilson? Property to go to myself, Nicole Wilson of Portland. Timberline? I thought it was Timberline. Timberline Hotel. Jenkins letter. Benjamin Jenkins. Benjamin says, "Dear Mrs. Wilson, this is Miss Wilson. Who's the Claire Wilson? Oh, that'll be my mum. Nah. Okay. Nothing in the back of that one, is there? No. Okay, so I guess the place is mine. Ah, stupid keys. Science magazines. What was that to do? List and management key and the master suite. Okay, so there's got to be a key here somewhere. And the place is still just got stuff sitting. Star Atlas. You can see those ones about there. There's a key in here somewhere. I would have left it there and make it obvious. That might be Nicole. If Nicole's in her 30s and the 90s, then yeah, I guess that would be Nicole. Again, it looks like textures haven't loaded in. Light bulb, flux and luminosity. What the hell was he up to? Where's this goddamn key? Anatomy. What was he studying? There's different bits of everything here. Maybe the old-fashioned TV would be pulled down, but oh, that's going to be Nicole's room there then, isn't it? It's supposed to be Leonard's room. I'm going to turn the mouse sensitivity up a bit. Five, that's better. Oh yeah, that's much better. I know cassette. And a Polaroid. Sounds like a ham radio, doesn't it? Music box. Oh, maybe the bit I thought was a ham radio was just the wind one at the window. Polaroid. It says something about using the Polaroid, but it won't let me take the fucking thing. Starting to get a wee bit annoyed. Oh wow, this is her room.
God, everything's here exactly the same as when me and Mom left 10 years ago.
I can hear my heartbeat.
It's so... Doesn't matter. Quick tour, nothing more, Nicole.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like these textures are definitely fucked. Yeah, play bass. Nicole's old workbook. Strange telephone.
This is the manager's key my mom wouldn't give me when I was little. I'll need a master key for the guest rooms, though.
Okay, so... No, she was into unicorns. Nicole. Binoculars. Cool. VHS. Summer 85? No. Wait. No, we left 10 years ago and this is 91? That would be 81, so what's summer 85? What are the tapes? Joe Division? Lots of wild sounds, the Pogues, the Damned, cowboy tunes. That's obviously going to be Nivea, isn't it? Radio.
Victims in the last 3 days.
Oh, that's great. Anything that starts victims in the last 3 days.
Blackouts in the more isolated areas. Make sure your generators are in good condition. Stockpiles of fuel. Instructions: refrain from going outside unless isolate return home.
Oh.
What is this, a joke?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Is this Miss McGrath?
Wilson. McGrath was my father's.
This is Helena Federal Emergency Management
Dima?
Agency. My name is Irving Crawford. Mr. Jenkins told me you'd be arriving.
Okay.
Mr. Jenkins is a very enterprising man.
Oh, I guess so. I wouldn't know.
I'm kidding.
Oh, right.
Any reason for your call, Irving from Federal...
Dima.
whatchamacallit?
I'm calling to assist you during your stay at the hotel.
What?
Why?
The timberline is old but sturdy. You'll enjoy your stay and be safe, no problem. The furnace, wiring, it's all under control.
Oh, okay, enough.
What?
Who is he?
I don't know what Jenkins told you, but I have zero intention of staying here longer than, let's say, 20 minutes.
Oh. But the storm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm leaving straight away.
Maybe you're not aware.
Thanks for
Oh,
everything.
this chair.
Irving, right?
Irving. Yeah.
Bye.
Well, she was a wee bit short with him, but I can understand why. The hell is that? Uncompleted 360 flip. Floppy disks. 5 1/4. I think by that time they'd be 3. Oh, I suppose you're supposed to have left 10 years ago, aren't you? Okay, trophies. Mixtape. Can I not use it in the... Oh, I know what was on our mixtape. Now I've got the key that I was supposed to get, so I guess that's... Okay, what did that one say? To-do list. To-do list is empty.
This place is a real mess. Never thought to find anything like that.
1980. 191. We left in the early 80s then. What the fuck was that? Oh man, I've got total shivers.
Hello?
Hey, you still there, Irving?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm still here, Miss McGrath. I mean, Miss Wilson.
When you said this shack was sturdy,
Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you before. Around these parts, the weather...
how much time do I have to move?
The snow piles up pretty quick, and some parts over 3,000 feet are already icing over.
I gotta risk it.
You're not thinking of taking the car?
How do I pick one?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Nicole, listen. If your car breaks down, we can't come get you. Not even with tanks.
Whatever happened to Miss Wilson?
Oh, sorry about that. I just...
Nicole is fine. That said, thanks for everything. Again. Thanks.
Seriously, if you ended up with your car gone dead with 12 inches of snow and 20 degrees below zero, your lungs would collapse in a few minutes.
That's
I
quite grim.
remember how things work in the mountains. Luck doesn't exist.
As a FEMA agent, I have to insist...
You know, you're not the first man
To do what?
to try and stop me.
Hey, wait!
Well,
What can go wrong? I have a 1986 Dodge.
the fact that they've called it a bit the Overlook is freaking me out.
I won't stay here a minute more. No way. The attorney, he'll take care of everything. Fuck all this.
Fuck all this indeed. So I've switched to my 360 pad. What's the controls? Zoom, use current object, previous order, next floor, run. Then we'll make a Polaroid. Open map and interaction. My mouse right here, so I think I can. What's this? Just a storage room? You don't run very fast, Nicole. That's the only thing. That's the room I was just in. Did I get my map up? The map's definitely shagged. It's just going to make this difficult, I think. The old kitchen. That's kind of creepy. What's down here? Ah, okay, the back way into Dad's office. And a walk-in freezer. Let's close that over. That kind of killed my frame rate for a second. Right, hang on, if I know that this way is down to the Dad's office, and I know you come through the Dad's office, and through the museum, and this is how we got down into the garage, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so we're good. This is my car. Here's the car.
Tell me you changed your mind.
You there?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. It's a direct line.
I can't find my car keys. My fucking car keys. I left them on the seat.
You sure?
Think so? Maybe someone...
No. Listen. This office is about 12 miles from the hotel as the crow flies. It's 40 miles by road. There's nothing or no one in between, and that's not a good thing right now.
God damn it, I knew it.
True, right? It's not a good
Maybe
thing.
the keys are in your pocket.
Wow, that didn't even cross my mind.
Only trying to help.
Yeah, that was kind of bitchy.
No problem. The keys will turn up. The good news is that we have these new cell phones. That's what they call them. Radio doesn't reach out there. I bypass the signal to create a direct line through a shortwave sequencer. It's like a two-way radio station that's always open.
This place. I vowed to never come back.
Listen,
Creepy.
I might only be a voice, but remember I'm here for you. If you need me, just call. Seriously.
Ugh, fine.
Okay, so yeah. Somebody's screwing with us already. Garage door's jammed.
Talk to me.
I can't open the garage door. It's a conspiracy, damn it.
Stuff freezes up with the cold.
I have to get out of here. I'm not sure you get it. Look, I left this place 10 years ago. I had no idea I would have to come back here, let alone stay a night.
Nicole, I know your story. Everyone in the valley knows it. Your father, Rachel.
Ah, there we go. Okay, that name.
I haven't heard that name since I left.
I didn't want to be out of line.
Don't mention the past.
There's got to be a front door there at the reception. The other way into the boiler room then, I guess. Oh.
Hey, found anything useful?
No. No keys, no garage door. I can't get out of here without freezing. Christ.
It's probably only for a night. The conditions might get better tomorrow.
They might?
Night?
Look, I'll be on duty all day. Call me when you want, even just to talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Irving.
I get the feeling they make me
Doing
about
my
that.
job. Nicole,
Yeah.
if I may,
What?
I'd like to give you some advice.
If
Okay.
it comes with the job.
You're safe up there. Just relax. It'll be fine.
I don't feel safe.
Okay. Later.
I definitely don't feel safe.
I can't believe it. I'm stuck. Shit.
I'm definitely not feeling safe. Day one. Day one of how many? Okay, I'm guessing I slept in Leonard's bed then.
Hello?
Sounds like a modem.
Still there?
Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Well, you're improving. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I mean, just wanted to say, you got everything you need to have a smooth night. But you should take a look at the main power system. You know, no one's been up there since...
Leonard's death.
5 days might not seem like much, but the timber line has an age.
I don't know. When I lived here, I was only a kid. I can barely find the bathroom.
Well, that's a good start.
You saying management
Like,
key
at
there?
least I won't wet myself.
No, I didn't mean...
Don't blush, kid. I was just kidding.
Oh, I just...
I'll call if I need you.
Okay, so I guess I'm heading back down to that boiler room then, where I was a minute ago. This girl cannot run. Telephone. Okay, so we're down at the main reception. We're on the balcony. Oh, I can get into the dining room now.
Irving, it's me again, obviously. I could really use a shower.
Sure. You just need to turn on the
this is a
furnace for the
dining
hot
room.
water.
Oh, my mom never wanted me to go down there, but I loved that place. Full of little spiders.
A real country bumpkin.
I was a pest. Now, I think I even forgot how to get there. I forgot almost everything about this hotel. Funny, right?
People forget what hurts, I think.
Never enough, Irving. Never enough.
I get
Yeah.
down there. Went to the garage.
Well, furnaces are always in the basement. You won't have trouble finding it.
Is there something else I should know,
Like, survive.
to survive?
Well, don't expect a 5-star menu.
Oh, really?
Beans.
You could survive for months with what's in the pantry.
Let me guess. Canned
Canned
beans,
beans.
right?
Bean soup, baked beans, potatoes and beans, bean broth.
Starving suddenly seems like an acceptable option.
Okay, so hydraulic pump. This has got to be the boiler, doesn't it? Button.
Irving,
Are you at the furnace?
he's
Yes.
waiting for me. He's down there.
What?
What?
Who?
Old farting ghost.
Wait,
What?
what did you say? Old farting...
I used to hide down there with hotel guest kids and wait for old farting ghost to come and get us.
farting... the furnace?
Yeah. When Leonard found out, he almost choked laughing.
Your father laughed about stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, that's long gone.
Just tell me how to put the frickin' thing on. Sound effects are good. Right. Hit it.
How's it going?
It looks real complicated.
Oh shit.
Furnaces are all the same. Can you see the control panel?
I guess?
Think so.
What does the pressure gauge read?
Oh.
Huh?
The thing that looks like a clock.
Looks like 220?
Oh.
I don't like the sound of
That's not a good oh.
It should be more like 210 psi. Pressure's building.
You saying I have a choice between freezing or blowing up?
No. Push the green button. It's the starter.
Old farting ghost, you rank spirit, wake up!
Huh?
Nothing, just talking to an old friend.
This bird's mental. Okay, I'm gonna go put a hoodie on because I am feckin' freezing. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I'm back. Hey, Fluff, how you doing? Oh, I need to wake my camera back up. Oh, I had to go put a hoodie on. This house is freezing. How you been, Fluff? You good? How did I get out of this menu? There, okay. So this game just came out yesterday and it's been described as a kind of Firewatch, which I loved Firewatch, so 3 green lights.
And here he is, in tip-top shape, I'd say.
You were right. The furnace is haunted. Now you've got hot water.
You have no idea how grateful I am.
Just doing my job.
I'm definitely getting the Firewatch vibe off it. I'm getting a little bit of a Shining vibe off of it as well. Also, like, this is walk, this is run. Barely a difference. I didn't really want to be here. You've come here to investigate the hotel after your father's death, and you're here to kind of tidy things up before the lawyer can sell it. But someone has stole my car keys.
Give me some good news.
Just letting you know that the rooms will heat up before the hallways.
I just want to go to bed.
Did you find a room you feel comfortable in?
Yeah, my old room. It's exactly like I left it. Leonard cleaned it, but he didn't touch a thing.
Same as you left it.
Exactly.
Yeah?
How does that make you feel?
They teach psych classes at FEMA.
Well, just being nice.
It's endearing. But I'm not 16 anymore.
Wait,
There's
there's
lots
just...
of other rooms in the hotel.
No, I think I'll sleep just fine.
Okay.
Where was it? So... Just gonna close that door because I don't like it being open. Was it? Where was it? I think I'll close that door as well. I don't like leaving doors open behind me. Yeah, so like your father's died. There was something to do with suicide with a girl that he was having an affair with.
Irving Crawford, FEMA.
Hey,
Hey!
listen, I just wanted to say, if I came across as obnoxious,
No problemo. I get it.
it almost feels like I'm getting used to being here again. Whatever. Forget it, I'm beat, and I'm rambling.
No, from the rumors that went around the valley about when you left the hotel.
This is awesomely creepy.
and all
I'm
that
loving it.
rush, well,
Right, I forgot.
Something to
The
do with this is throwing my
Wilsonian
camera off
mythology.
though.
sorta.
Now I'm just gonna chill in my room with the posters of my favorite bands, playing my old bass, totally unplugged.
You play the bass?
I suck.
Me too.
I wanted to thank you. Knowing that I'm not alone here is a huge deal.
Old floppies,
well, thank you for
VHSs.
listening and not freezing to death in your car.
So I owe you my life then. Wow.
It's just...
Your job. I know. Night.
night.
Can I use the radio again? I really don't want to sleep in this hotel. Like, I really don't want to sleep in this hotel. You can use your bass. Dum, da, da, dum, da, 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 dum, dum. She's not bad. Me too. That kind of fast bloom cut, I am sure is used in The Shining. Day 2, hello. Doesn't seem to want to work. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're in the Overlook, which, again, name of the hotel in The Shining. Oh, here comes Irvin.
Morning.
Good morning, Nicole. Get any sleep?
Oh, that's out cold.
I
That
slept
seems a
like
bit
a
grim.
rock. I forgot my bed was so comfy.
Oh man, you totally misspelled comfy there.
So, any news?
That's inappropriate.
What?
Is the situation on the roads any better?
Just, give me a sec to get it together. Maybe I need some coffee. I didn't get any shut-eye last night, and...
Wait, you didn't sleep? Like, at all?
I thought you might need something, and...
But
That's a bit creepy.
you didn't go home? Because of me?
I'm a workaholic.
Yeah, that's weird.
So, meteorologists are predicting a peak real soon, probably tonight. You can't move, not just yet. In theory, what do you want to do?
Better think about primary needs. Yeah, that sounds...
I'm gonna eat first, then I'll think about it.
It's time for you to take a tour of the pantry.
Deal. I could eat a horse right now.
The baked beans will be scrumptious.
At the pantry here. The map is still a bit gubbed. I feel like this should be the pantry.
Nicole?
Irving, how long has it been since someone's inspected the pantry?
Inspected? You mean stocked?
I'd just like to know if I should choose between malnutrition and food poisoning.
There'll be tons of things to eat. Oh, definitely no mice or roaches. Pretty sure about that.
When I was growing up, I used to love chasing mice. Now they're gonna chase me.
You'll see. There's nothing to worry about.
I had an ant
For a
farm.
while, I hid an ant farm in the closet. I think Leonard suggested it. One morning, my bed was swarming with ants.
That doesn't sound
Freaked
good.
out.
My mother did. The ant farm ended up straight in the trash.
Your career as an entomologist nipped in the bud.
Didn't think I still remembered all these little things.
Food storage, there we go. Mouldy food. That's not good.
There's some food, but it looks moldy.
Weird. I didn't expect that. There's a freezer. Take a look there.
Okay.
Everything's mouldy, that's not so good. That ain't good. Mouldy pumpkin. Molden pumpkin? Is that how you would pronounce that? I do not know. I do not know. Hell of a kitchen though, innit? Right, freezer's around here. And my frame rate drops to crap in here because of this, what, steam? Ice? What would you call it? A muggle lunch. Well, there's soup. There's microwave soup. We're not going to start bean soup. Microwave bean soup. What? No, no. No.
Hey, you kidding?
No. We are in trouble here. What the fuck?
Oh, I almost forgot. There might be a problem with the fridge door. Just make sure it doesn't
Are you
close.
fucking with me?
No. Wait, what did I say?
What?
It would have been more useful to know that before I got locked in.
Oh, holy shit, I'm a freaking space cadet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I could have died in there.
No. Was that door off its hinges? I don't think it was. Just fucking microwave some soup. Done with it. I wonder if it'll make me actually wait 2 minutes. Let's see there, I saw something. Hate leaving doors open, it freaks me out. I'm probably getting a different vibe than Firewatch at the moment. This is definitely creepier than Firewatch. Nope, my soup's done. Big old bowl of microwave bean soup. Lovely. What now? Oh, there we go, the phones again.
Sorry to interrupt your continental breakfast. I got a hold of Mr. Jenkins, the attorney.
Oh, good. When's he getting here?
About time. When's he getting here?
He tried to make it. His car ended up in a ditch between York Road and Valley.
Oh, come on.
He called 911 after just a mile.
I'm just gonna hole up in my room and cry, if
What
that's
the
okay
hell's down
with you.
here?
I can't imagine that. He asked me to give you a message. Here it is. He says to... This is a swear word and you don't need to hear it. Nicole, at this point, start assessing the general conditions of the hotel on your own. Jot down what you want to keep. I recommend you start with the second floor. It's surely the most damaged.
Okay.
Please, only call me if you've got good news.
No, call me all the time because, frankly, I don't want to be alone. This is a maze. Yeah, I'm not going down any further. That just seems to invite death, doesn't it? Let's not go that way. And we'll just close this door behind us. Okay, so through the kitchen. That's the way to the dad's office, so we'll go through there. And main reception, okay. So once we got to the second floor. And I'll have that door open. I'm freaking myself out. So, like the Americans, that'll have been the first floor. Does that mean this is the second floor? Here? I mean, there was a thing for room 217, but I can't find a friggin' room 217. Here we are. There was a rose in the thing for 217. We definitely need to check out 217, which is in this direction. Oh, I'm totally expecting like that room in The Shining where there's a woman in the bath. Oh, there's mould everywhere. Yeah, better report that.
There's some serious water stains on the second floor.
That floor is pretty run down. There's some windows missing and water damage too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not half. 218. Museum. 218, 219. I was looking for 217. I should have said I would have needed another key. Where the hell's 217? Ah, okay. 213. 212. No, we're going down the way again. Oh, staff door. Oh my man. That's a wall that looks like it's been rebuilt. Oh, there's definitely damage over at this side of the hotel.
Here I am. What's up?
The hallway on the second floor is cut off.
Is
The
that
door to the west
217?
wing is locked.
Your father started renovations, but he didn't get the bank loan and had to stop.
Leonard's attic is at the end of the hallway. His man cave.
Does that mean something to you?
Cancelled?
I tried so hard to forget about that room for years.
Anyway, the west wing is pretty run down after all this time with no windows.
I'll bet.
Hello? Are you there?
No, my
You
camera can't
always
see
have
me
an
because of
answer
my
to everything.
What do you mean?
pop night. You know too much.
I've joked about it, but it's not funny anymore.
I don't understand, Nicole.
You know how to turn on the furnace. You know where to find food, and that the fridge door is busted. You know my family's story and the hotel's.
It's up to FEMA to deliver the supplies to isolated places like the Timberline. I've been up there with the truck every month since I've been on duty.
That sounds a bit
Something wrong?
suspicious.
How should I have known that, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what you know and what you don't know. What difference does it make?
None.
I don't trust you, that's the
I'm
difference.
sorry if I upset you.
What is
No
this?
one can upset me.
Revision?
I better keep doing the inspection.
Revision? Something cancelled? That's something to do with the renovations, maybe? 204 is open. Oh my goodness, my pet rabbit just jumped in the living room and I shat myself. Problems with electronics heating, stinking noise in the walls, rats, enough is enough. Bathroom, no lights. Oh, okay, so this room's been a disaster. That's 1985. Room 304? What's room 304? Why should I observe a sponge? That seems like a weird thing to observe. Well, I think it's safe to say that this floor's a bit fucked. What? Hello?
Yeah. Hello? Who is this?
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
Rachel is still there. Don't sell the hotel.
Is this a joke? Who is this?
Don't do anything stupid.
You're gonna pay for this lame-ass joke. I have a phone, a cell phone. I'm talking with FEMA, and I'm gonna get them to call the sheriff.
Rachel is still here. Well, I can't say that I like that outcome. I feel like I should kind of report that, kind of point to the phone and report it or something. How do I report that to the FEMA guy? What the hell does it mean Rachel's still here?
You pissed at me?
You really think I'm gonna sulk like a 10-year-old brat right now?
I can see why it's hard to talk about. There's still lots to clear up.
There's nothing to clear up. You delivered supplies to the hotel. You met Leonard, period.
You're right. I just assumed that your dad had told you.
Whatever. I've got a different problem. Someone just called the hotel.
What? Who?
It was a bad connection.
What did they want?
They said, Rachel is alive. Don't sell the hotel.
Idiot.
There's something else that doesn't make sense. The phone lines are down. Leonard stopped paying the bill months ago.
I'll ask someone to run a check.
I
Yeah.
didn't know FEMA had FBI authority.
Around these parts, time passes in a different way. Some stories seem like they've been forgotten, but actually they just sink down.
Sink down?
Like tea leaves in a cup.
That's creepy.
What do you mean? Sounds creepy.
That girl's death, Rachel, it was the result of painful events, and now it's someone's obsession.
You talking about anyone in particular?
Well, her death ruined two families that everyone looked up to. Yours and Rachel's. Your father, McGrath, a genius astrophysicist, and Rachel's father, the upstanding Reverend Foster, known all over the county. Not something easy to forget around here.
You know what I think? They can go get fucked, every one of them.
Quite
I
right.
know what we went through. No one else. Fuck them.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Ah, I found a flashlight and now how the hell did I get back there? I want my flashlight. Hey, Clemmy, thank you very much for the host. Sorry, not the host, the follow. How are you doing? So you get a wee interest in this game then? Or skateboards moved? Just we kind of making ourselves at home.
Hey, cutie pie.
Daddy?
Nicole, it's Irving.
Oh,
That was creepy.
sorry. Must have been sleeping pills in those beans. Since I've
This
been
is
here,
awesome.
it's like
This is
I'm
awesomely
literally
creepy.
hibernating.
You had a tough day yesterday.
No kidding.
I think I had a dream.
About?
Don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't want to remember.
Okay, I need you to pay attention though.
Should I worry?
The storm brought down some power lines. There are blackouts all over.
The lights are weird?
Actually, the lights are acting a little weird.
I was afraid of that. I don't like the idea of you up there on your own in the dark. We gotta do something.
My electrical know-how is slightly limited.
It's okay. I can guide you to the emergency generator. If we activate it, you'll be self-sufficient.
Okay.
Too easy. Where's the hitch?
Yeah.
There are two ways of getting to the circuit breaker. Straight through the garage's side door, or from the floor you're on.
But
The garage side door is stuck. You'll have to pass through the crawl space along the entire building and climb down from your floor. If the power goes out, you'll be completely in the dark.
All
Nope.
right. What do I have to do?
Nope.
Check the closet in your father's apartment and see if he left anything you can use for lighting.
On my way.
Oh my god, this is terrible. So yeah, thank you for the follow, Clemmy. Have you been interested in this game? Since I heard it was like Firewatch, I was all over it because Firewatch was my absolute favourite game of the year last year. If I do check my father's closet for lighting. Right, okay, it's letting me pick up the Polaroid now.
Any news?
I found a Polaroid.
Family photo? Anything important?
No, I mean a camera. It looks like it works.
You want to take a photo of the generator?
No, you moron. I was thinking of using the flash for lighting.
Oh, smart. You can try.
I wonder who
I
this one
wonder who
belongs
this
to.
belonged to. Leonard, maybe?
Some client probably left it. You can't imagine what people leave in hotels.
Oh, I could tell you about the rubber friend that Mr. Rochford's widow left here in '82. Mayor Lyndon's kids and I used it as a miniature Indian totem pole for the whole summer. It was a huge scandal.
Must have been
Oh, jeez.
fairly sizable if she used it as a totem pole.
Yep.
Anyway, the Polaroid's better than nothing. The light from the flash could come in handy.
I really don't want to do this with just a flashlight. With just a Polaroid. Where was that friggin' flashlight? I must have been on the first floor. It must be along here somewhere.
Hey.
What's he saying?
Okay, almost there. I think the lights are getting worse.
You need to move fast. On the same floor of your apartment, in the staff area, there's a small storeroom. Your father asked us several times to fix the lock. Fingers crossed, it's still broken. That's where the access to the crawl space is.
The crawl space. I totally
I
forgot.
do not want to go into the crawl
Remember
space.
where to go?
Literally never heard of this game, but I thought it was an
I do
interesting title.
remember the
It's got a
panels
very
were
grim
really
title,
hard to
doesn't it?
open. I wasn't allowed to go in there. What happens when I get to the closet?
You'll have to go down to the breaker box and switch it on.
All right. Doesn't sound like rocket science.
Doesn't
Hurry
sound like
up,
something I want to
please.
do either.
You suck at reassuring people.
It's so blooming dark. This. Right. I can't see shit. Yeah, it's got a bit of a grim title. So it seems that I'm Nicole, and my father and my mother and I all lived in this hotel, which is kind of like the. I can't see a friggin' thing. And I use the Polaroid to. Genuinely, I can barely see. It's broken. I don't like this. So your mother and father and you all lived in this hotel. You own the hotel. Let's have a map, but the map just doesn't want to draw properly. Here's the flashlight. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Oh, okay, so it's like a wee spin up flashlight. Thank you, Ben. But then your father had an affair. What about a crawl space somewhere? Where the hell's this crawl space have to go to? Ah. Yeah. Your father had an
Found the crawl
affair.
space, and also a dynamo flashlight.
Know how to use it?
The girl killed
I just
herself.
have to push the lever
Your mum left.
continuously.
Is everything okay?
Yeah,
I don't
no.
remember the crawl space to be so narrow when the technicians went inside.
Maybe you gained weight.
It's called growing
Son of
up,
a.
idiot.
So yeah, your mum's died, your dad's died, you've inherited the hotel. And we were basically sent to check it out before we could sell it. But there's been a huge storm and I seem to be trapped here. And there's weird stuff going on, like my car keys have gone missing.
Shit!
What's wrong?
Your prophecy came true. The power went out. It's completely dark. Pitch black.
Okay, stay calm. Can you see the bundle of cables above your head?
Yes.
Anyway, there should be some cables along the...
Yeah, I know what a bundle is.
Okay, easy does it. All you need to do is follow them and you'll get to the generator room. Don't go any other way, otherwise who knows where you'll end up.
Perfect. I got the flashlight, sorta. I got my breadcrumb trail, more like my
That's not
cable
creepy.
trail, whatever. I can do it.
I'm quite far in, definite Firewatch field.
Easy.
Does it?
I'm about an hour in so far. I don't know what the full length of this is. I mean, it was only like 12 quid, so even if it's only like 2-3 hours, that's still worth it. But I'm loving the feel of it. I'm absolutely adoring the feel of this. That's all you've ever really seen of her so far is her hands. I'm Nicole. The girl that killed herself was Rachel. Her father was Leonard. I'm assuming I need to... Oh, spirit level, okay. Don't know why I need that, okay. Let's make this on the generator. Lipstick? Why the hell did a lipstick here?
What's up?
Hi. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
This guy's apparently FEMA. He's the only person we
How
talk
long
to.
has the hotel been closed?
About 4 years. Yeah, from 89.
I mean, did anyone think about doing a thorough clean of the basement?
Don't know. Probably pretty rushed. Why?
I found something.
Another Polaroid?
A
Lipstick.
lipstick.
Huh.
Doesn't that seem
Also, this
weird?
guy seems to know just too much.
Lipstick?
You
It's
don't get
weird.
it. It looks really old. I remember this brand. The girls at school used it. Weird.
What?
It didn't dry out. I could even use it now. It's perfect.
I'm afraid I don't get it.
Irving, this brand doesn't exist anymore. It's been, I don't know, 9 or 10 years. Strange someone should wait 10 years to open a lipstick just to use it, don't you think?
I think
Why
she's
are you
maybe
telling me
overthinking
this,
things a wee
Nicole?
bit, but
You want to get pretty there with the generator?
just gotta give me the
Are you
creeps.
crazy?
Nicole, it's just another one of those things customers forget.
Well,
I don't trust this
probably
guy.
right.
Right, what the hell am I meant to actually do here? I didn't touch that door. I wish it would stop doing that. Day 4. And it seems to hold on this for just too long. Am I back in her room? So she basically wanted to be in and out the hotel in 20 minutes. Where the fuck is she now? Oh, so she's been going through all the Leonard's stuff.
Reporting is ordered, sir.
You awake?
Sorta.
Wait,
You forget
how
your coffee?
old was this
For
girl?
once, I don't need it. I gotta talk to you about something.
Okay.
Was this girl underage? What the hell? Right, okay, my person's gone full on crazy
Here I
now.
You didn't tell me you knew Leonard.
I thought we'd been through that.
Let me finish. I spent the night going through his stuff, and I want to know what you think.
About what?
You obviously
There's
know
light
more about this
everywhere.
place than I do. About what went on here, since I left at least.
Ooh, what do you
Love
mean?
you, Rachel.
You went through his stuff. What are you looking for?
Someone
Heard you,
calls
Rachel, you're
me
right behind
and
me.
says Rachel is alive. Then a lipstick appears out of nowhere. It feels like something weird's going on.
Rachel is dead.
I really don't know what to think. It's just that...
Look, the storm is dying down. You'll be able to leave soon and go back to your life. And you can forget about the whole thing, like you did 10 years ago. What do you care about this old business? It's not worth losing sleep over just to play detective.
Yeah, I kind of don't have her last words.
I'm not busy at the moment. I want to follow my instinct. Haven't done it in so long, and it feels like things don't add up here.
Okay, let me hear what you're thinking.
If there's one thing Leonard taught me, it's that you
She was
gotta
9
listen
weeks
to what's
pregnant.
buzzing in your head.
Why is there not
First,
that in
it
her
might
face?
just be a confusing
16?
noise, but if you connect the dots, then it starts making sense. And right now, I've got a beehive in my head.
All right, let's go hunt some bees then.
Rachel became close to Leonard during the months she spent at the hotel. Claire exposed the scandal. So what actually happened then? Was she killed or? Looks like suicide. I am not entirely convinced.
In this article from a couple years back, there's a statement by some girl who affirms she saw Rachel in a hallway at the Timberline.
Who's this girl?
No.
A classmate, Glenda Ferguson. I tore out the page. I think the magazine was MT Woman.
Nicole. That's a gossip magazine. They would sell their mother, even their cousins and nephews, just for a bunch of new readers.
Stuff. Maybe you're right.
I know, it's not a very reliable source.
December 23rd.
Rachel fell 90 feet into a void. She can't be alive.
Is that?
I thought I was
So
the
did I put that
skeptical one
there?
here.
That must be the one. Baffling? Should that be baffling? I must have put that post-it there. That must be the call that I got. The report the other wall close.
So, listen to this. Graphologists doubt the authenticity of the suicide note left by the girl.
Who said that?
An
Sorry for what I
investigative
did.
journalist. The article came out a year after her death.
Can't
You
be
think it's a
ready to
setup?
ruin two families.
Perhaps.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
I wonder if my mother killed her.
I found a copy of the local paper, dated December 29th, 1981, the
Right,
day
okay,
that the
okay.
body was discovered. According to the forensics report, Rachel had been dead for days. She was 9 weeks pregnant.
I got that call on the 23rd.
Yeah.
That should
was
make
the
this the
official version.
24th. She died on the 29th, I suspect. I am going to be here for 5 more days. Anything else to say about the desk close?
You know, I can't stop thinking about Rachel's father.
Reverend Foster. He was a very strict man. Harsh, even for pastor standards.
He and Leonard spent hours debating the nature of reality, the universe, and God.
Well, opposites often attract.
Do you ever see him?
Rarely. He gives a service once in a while.
Back in the day, I thought he was a kind of reptilian with a human skin suit.
His daughter's death destroyed his ego. His faith made him even more cynical and lonely than he already was.
I can remember him demanding total perfection from Rachel. That was
Holmes' Law.
insane.
You don't think he could have harmed his daughter?
Hey, no. But even Reverend Foster is a player we shouldn't
I put called blue
underestimate
screen
in
of
this
death like
story.
that.
Just saying.
Right.
you for what you've done. Murderous, cowardly bastard, you deserve to die. Your innocent soul will haunt you forever. Is your character old enough to be Rachel's child? Ooh. You don't really know what age you are, I suppose, but Rachel... No, because we left when the scandal broke. This is set in 91, and we left after the mother exposed everything. A good shout, but no, I don't think so, because if we go out into the kitchen area here, like that's obviously meant to be all the height markers from me. Who's there? But that's a good theory. Right, we need to report these other two clues and then figure out what we're meant to be doing for the day.
Remember the lipstick I found downstairs?
Not nearly enough grunge music for
Made
it.
a big deal about it.
It doesn't smell.
Should it?
Should
After
it?
they've been open for a while, lipsticks smell really bad.
Do they?
Maybe there's been other women. I mean,
Yeah, sure. Leonard ruined his life over a 16-year-old, became a recluse, lost everything, and in the meantime, he supposedly had another lover, maybe even two.
could the cold have preserved it?
Possibly.
Anything else?
What's left? The book.
Hey, I found a book in Leonard's things. It's a collection of poetry, but it's got notes written in it.
Did your
Yeah, I saw
father write
Rachel.
them? What do they say?
Dates, notes, thoughts. Listen to this. Today I saw Rachel.
It's all science stuff.
Rachel is sad. Or Rachel says she feels alone.
He kept a diary about her.
But the book was printed 8 years after Rachel's death.
Rachel is haunting the shit out of this place.
Talking with Rachel after she died?
As if he saw her.
Well, I mean, there must be an explanation.
Of course, there's an explanation for everything, and we've got to find it.
Okay, I'd say that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough for tonight. Today, or what the hell time is it?
You think there's a lot to dig up in this old story?
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. Until I know exactly what happened. Any objections?
You don't need my approval.
Good job. You're getting the hang of it.
But sometimes it's better to leave the skeletons in the closet. Once they come out, you never know what they'll have to say.
It's a risk I already considered. I can handle it.
I don't know if I can.
Father. Trust me, at least on this one thing. Go to bed. You need it.
Agent Crawford, this bit of advice. I'll follow it to the T.
Okay, that's actually gonna make me yawn. Also, she left when she was like, what, 12 or something? Why has she still got unicorns? Oh wow, an achievement just popped up in the bottom corner. Is she really dead? I think we're going to find out. She's got to be dead. Otherwise, who was the body? But I don't think she's at rest. There's definitely some weirdness going on. What the hell? Why am I out in the storm?
Hey, cutie pie. How are you?
Is that my dad?
Daddy? Daddy, is that you? Where are you? I can't see you.
You came back in the end. It's like the inescapability of a celestial body's revolution. We can't help but follow certain stars' brightness, even if those stars have died millions of years ago.
Is it you? For real? Are you real?
No.
The light is alive, and it reaches us. And those stars are alive and dead at the same time.
What the hell is that meant to mean?
What are you trying to say? I don't understand. I can't see you, Daddy.
Listen, sweet pea. My sweetheart.
Is he
Listen
haunting
to
the
my
place
voice.
as well?
It's important.
I can't see you. Where are you?
how much I love you.
I know, Daddy. I've always known it. I love you too. Say it again, please.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Rachel. Rachel. Rachel.
No.
Rachel.
No, 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 no. No. That's not cool. That is not cool. Yes, I'm in the kitchen. And here comes the phone.
Morning.
Am I interrupting?
I was eating steak and potatoes, cheesecake, strawberry shake, and a frothy cappuccino, Italian style.
Beans.
So the usual frozen beans.
Half a serving. The other half ended up in the trash.
There's only so many beans you can eat.
I did find something. Some tapes that were found in the main office. In truth, I shouldn't even have taken them.
Oh, so what'd you find, Billy the Kid?
Well, I don't think it's anything useful.
Wait, where did I put them?
What?
The pliers, so I can pry the words out of your mouth.
Oh, sure. Okay. It's VHS of the behind the scenes of a TV broadcast, but it's all bullshit just to attract an audience. Trust me that...
Jesus, you can be really long-winded.
You really can.
You're right.
Get to the point.
They're tapes about haunted hotels, weird and mysterious stories, stuff kids like. With these guys who call themselves ghost hunters.
Ghost hunters? Did they hear about the old farting ghost?
I'm not sure, but
See, I think we were out of here by 85.
Old buildings in the county, and they stopped by the timber line too.
Whatever, let me hear it.
Okay, but I'm warning you, it's kind of, well, listen for yourself.
Oh, shit's about to get creepy.
Okay, the lights look good. How about the headphones?
Don't know, there's like a buzzing noise. Listen.
That's the noise this phone
Well,
makes.
the German ones were better.
We are about to enter a nightmare hotel. A place full of deceit and secrecy where terrible lies were played out. Nah, I didn't like that. I'll do it again later. Oh, the room with the fireplace isn't bad.
Okay.
Spare me the kitchen. I wouldn't know what the hell to say.
Okay.
Fireplace okay? Kitchen no. Stan, where'd you leave all the gear? Room 1. I stuck a piece of tape on the door. I didn't get that. What room? I got a buzz in the headset. Damn microphones. 117.
Okay.
Danny, what's that stuff in camera? It's giving off a glare and burns out the frame. I told you.
Was that noise in the headphones or was that noise actually outside? Because I've just shat myself.
Stop fucking around, Danny.
I told you I didn't rig anything. I saw it too. It's a mirror, isn't it?
Huh?
It looked like the reflection on a mirror.
What'd you smoke this morning?
What the fuck are you two up to? Cut the crap. You freaking me. Holy shit. There it is. There it is.
Where?
I saw it. It's just up there. It's like a light, like a door that opens. I swear.
Dad, stop touching me or you'll give me a heart attack.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
I'm
the
like
tape
over
on the
here.
door.
Fuck, I felt someone touch me. Are you kidding?
That's it?
Yep, the tape's damaged. Too damn.
Oh no.
I'd say fucking typical.
How ladylike.
What happened in the end with the TV show?
Never aired. Some say they ran off, ditching everything there.
Yeah, but they mention a room on the tape. I'd like to take a look.
It's, 117,
117,
I
yeah.
think.
117, yeah. Same floor as my apartment.
With the broken TV. Right, so 117 was round back. That noise in the headphones, there's so much noise going on outside that I can't actually tell what's in the game and what isn't, and it's upsetting me.
Hey,
I found the room.
but...
Someone barricaded it with an L bracket.
Do what they do in movies. Bust through the door with your shoulder.
Real funny. I need a screwdriver. I think I saw one around somewhere, but I don't remember where.
I do.
Probably in the basement.
Is where the lipstick
Seems
was.
to me I've seen one in the garage. Or was it the generator room? I'll let you know.
It was the same bit as the lipstick. I remember seeing it. I wish this girl would run faster. I think up to the point where she's in mortal danger. This run is not going to cut it. Which way is it? Is it down this way? Down this way.
Hey, found the screwdriver?
No. I keep thinking about those guys, the ghost hunters. You sure it was an act? It sounded so natural.
Awesome actors, I'll give them that.
I can't stand the idea that my family problems might end up on cable or some tourist guide.
Fortunately, it seems that won't happen. They hightailed it out of there. God only knows why.
Don't tell me you believe in ghosts or some bullshit like that.
Well, I'm not superstitious, but if someone believes that a black cat is bad luck, then you also have to believe that something else is good luck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Prayer, for example.
You're saying prayer brings good luck? I doubt Reverend Foster would agree.
The screwdriver.
I'm out of here.
Oh. I've been in here before. The ski route. Oh, okay, so it's like a ski wet room. Also the garage. Garage? Why the hell did they say it like that? Right, how the hell did I get back into the garage? Here. If that's the boiler room, the door was off here somewhere, I'm sure. Ah, okay, that's the room that I was just in, that's barricaded yet. Over here, the electricity generator room, this is it. Screwdriver. Go back up to the first floor. Swear to God, if something jumps out, I am actually going to crap myself. And like, very little realistically has happened. They've just been very good at building the story. Building the sense of paranoia. But there's a wee background noise here, which is just, oh, giving me shivers. And someone's this way. A wolf. It's quite a cool picture. Use the screwdriver. The effects are really good. Parabolic mic. Oh, I can equip that. Oh, look at the reflection in the back of it, that's cool. Look at the picture.
How much do you know about those TV shows?
Doesn't look like here,
The
does it?
ones about haunted houses?
I know they're popular. A lot of tourism revolves around them.
Did the whole Rachel story really bring them here?
Good atmosphere, you'd be surprised if you see much other character models.
Had a bit of gossip.
You're going with a long-term squatter.
So sad to see the place you grew up in go downhill.
I know.
That,
I'm so sorry. Believe me.
it would make more sense. It would be a little disappointing. Because at the same time, it's one of these things with horror movies. Whenever you eventually see the monster, usually after that point, it's a wee bit more disappointing. But a lot of horror movies suffer for that. accounting stuff. Can I use the camera? Oh, what was that? Video recorder. Ah, VHS player, there we go.
Have you calmed down yet?
Quit playing dumbass jokes. What does that guy do all day?
Who, you mean the owner? Leonard the freak? I don't know. He's always locked up in the attic.
So there's something in that attic we want to get to.
Let it rest. We've got the whole hotel to do whatever we want.
Shut up a sec. There's that noise again in the headphones. Sounds like someone was talking to themselves. I see you smoking the good stuff.
I've got headphones on.
Did you see his face? He's missing a couple screws.
Sounds like a woman's voice. A girl. What the? I'll bet living alone in a place like this all winter, he can't help but go nuts.
So depressing.
Danny, did you get rid of the interference? Fuck, I pay you to do your job, not jerk around. Fuck off, Stan. What do you think I'm doing? It's a mess here. Nothing's working. There's voices. Listen, Danny, cut the crap. I'm gonna go have a cig, and if you don't figure it out by the time I'm done... What the fuck are you doing? I saw something! Wait, you're not taping. No, I mean, for real! What? What the? It's here, I'm telling you! What do you
You've got a nice little wrapped up ending. The stories don't always need that. Yeah, some of the best ones just end and you're like... They've lost their keys as well. What years on that tape? 91? So that was just this summer. Okay. Nope. Nope and nope and nope. Whatever it was she saw, it was meant to be around here, wasn't it? Actually quite a big room. Is that Walking Dead? Is that out in 91? I know the comics had been out for a while, but I'm really nervous about opening this door. Hey Nightingale, how you doing? We're playing something spooky and creepy. Spoopy. Oh, what was they saw? Doing good? Good. Saturday, you up to anything exciting? Any big plans? You're dying? You're at work and dying? Oh, that's wrong. What's up? You get a bit of the flu? It's just doing the rounds at the moment, I think. What do I do now, Katie? What do you want me to do? What's this game? It's called The Suicide of Rachel Foster. So, say it again, you like my voice. Thank you. So I am a girl called Nicole who used to live at this hotel. Whose name I don't actually remember. Oh no, the Timberline. Which just makes me think of Timberlake. And my father had an affair with a 16-year-old girl who got... What? Who got pregnant and killed herself.
Oh, what did I do?
He gave me a heart attack.
And my mother and I left.
I'll warn you with a carrier pigeon next time.
My father's since died, so I've come up to the hotel to sell it.
What?
But there's definitely some spooky shit going on.
Found in that room.
Oh, you should be. You're never gonna believe it.
Oh, day 7. So the idea was the girl was going to come up here, 20 minutes, sign some documents, be gone, but there's been a huge snowstorm. She's trapped in the hotel. And stuff keeps happening. There's nothing super jumpy, creepy, but so like hardly any jump scares or anything, but it's just she's put up a Christmas tree. There's just this overwhelming. Oh, she's taking out this room. Can I get into the crawl space from here? No, thank you. No, thank you. Nope. What period's this set in? This is set in 1991. So this was her room as a wee girl. They left early 80s. Oh, I can tell the guy about this. Well, I've got a guy on the phone who's apparently from FEMA.
Are there any matches scheduled for the local team?
I'm afraid there is no local team.
You're not even born yet.
Talking about starting a Hell in a
In 91, you're not born yet.
No team. Since when are you interested in hockey?
Well, I played hockey when I lived here.
Wow. You can even start playing.
It's boring because you weren't born yet.
Actually, my old stick should be around here somewhere. I'd like to take that back. I didn't see it in my room.
I'm on a quest to find a hockey stick now. Oh, my pad's died. The battery's also running low on it. You weren't born in 91. That's... 91, I was already 11. I'm trying to find my old hockey stick. You're not given much in the way of to-dos. The older you if it's not too personal. I turned 40. I have just turned 40. Last month. We've dug out all the Christmas decorations and put up the Christmas tree.
Here I am.
You still there?
This must be the 24th or 25th now. 24th today's Christmas Eve.
I wouldn't miss Nicole's amazing adventures in the remote mountains for anything.
Irving, don't tell me you're staying on just for me. Go. I promise not to get into any trouble for the rest of the night.
I already told you. I'm sticking around till you get closure.
Thanks.
I appreciate that, but the guy's been hella creepy.
You always do that?
Do what?
You were born in
Worry
94.
about every desperate stranger that knocks on your door.
You're no stranger.
But I
this
don't
guy?
get it.
You've been a part of this place since you were born. You belong here.
Well,
No.
I thought I left all this behind.
Well, thank you.
Maybe I still have a ways to go. To be free?
You're making progress. 2 days ago, you would have skinned me alive if I'd called you a country bumpkin.
What tells you I'm not sharpening my knives this very minute?
Is this on PC or console? This is on PC.
Listen, is this contraption really a phone? It feels like a walkie-talkie / defibrillator.
It's a real phone, and trust me, in a few years, everybody'll have one.
I mean, it's
You
like an
think?
early cell phone.
It's easier for me to believe in ghosts than to imagine people being hounded by a phone when they're out and about.
You better believe it.
I'm grateful for it. I wouldn't have met you without it.
Yeah, this is on PC. This is on Steam.
Irving, are you hitting on me by any chance?
No. What are you... I mean, it's just...
Relax. I was kidding.
I can never tell when you're kidding.
Yeah, it's one of my fascinating virtues.
Same. Oh, hold on a sec.
Oh.
Don't go anywhere, okay?
Huh?
Another achievement.
Okay.
You have a good night too, Miss Flattery. Merry Christmas. Good night, hon.
That sounded like a guy putting a voice on.
To be honest, I never thought I'd spend Christmas like this. Sorry, I was going off on another flashback about the life of Nicole Wilson.
Christmas Eve is the right time to reminisce.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I get it too.
Yeah. That's what there was In the end, there was like a strange kind of warmth.
Well, that
Then it
wolf
all
picture.
ended. Christmas of '80. Me and my mom were at my aunt's house in Billings, and Leonard was here on his own. While I was pretending that I liked my aunt's sweater, he and she were...
Nicole.
They...
Hey.
Christmas of
A year
80.
later, she killed herself. And what she was carrying, too.
Don't be like that.
There you have it. These are my memories, and, Hey, did you hear that?
No? What are you talking about?
Like
Wasn't?
a clinking.
Blinking?
No. I don't hear anything.
Sorry, I want to check.
Okay.
What am I checking? Where am I checking? I didn't close that door. Did I put a button? Was that button here earlier? What's that? No, oh, okay, it's him.
I was thinking about earlier when I said I was happy to have met you.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to figure out how to tell you. I feel real close to you, Nikki.
Jägermeister.
God, I hear myself talk. I sound like an idiot.
Irving,
What?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but right now, I'm dealing with something else.
I want to be there to help you. I'm just a useless voice on the mic.
Yeah,
Believe me,
right now,
now,
that's what you use
I
the
would
other.
also like a little bit more presence.
You know, people get close in lots of ways.
Please, shh, a sec. I'm trying to listen to this noise.
All right, I get that I might be overdoing it. Sorry, I'm a...
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Sometimes it's...
Irving,
Trying too
please.
hard, buddy. Trying too hard.
Thanks. Listen, we'll get back to this, but let me figure this out. Where is this sound coming from?
I don't hear anything. Anyway, later.
Oh, I could definitely use some of that. Yes, please. I really don't want to equip this mic. Let's fail.
Nikki?
I remembered.
What?
This sound I keep hearing.
Did you figure out where it's coming from?
Is he trying to
Yes,
distract her from
no,
the noise?
Maybe, but I remember why
Maybe.
it sounds familiar. The chandeliers.
What chandeliers?
The ones in the ballroom.
Just want to make sure I'm not standing under
I
another
don't
one.
follow. I'm probably stung from before.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. We'll get back to it.
I'm listening.
When I was little, I could sit for hours and watch them set up the parties in the ballroom.
Uh-huh.
To me, those chandeliers were like a flying merry-go-round.
What does all this have to do with the sound you heard?
Every time the window behind the bar was opened, the decorations would clink. That's the sound I heard. Those old chandeliers moving in the breeze.
But the chandeliers in the ballroom were taken down 2 or 3 years ago.
No, they
Yeah,
weren't.
they're not actually there anymore, but that sound is unmistakable.
But what you're saying is impossible.
I'm sure. And no, I don't understand, but whatever made that sound is around here somewhere.
You're worrying me.
Me
I
too.
just need to think and listen.
Okay. Keep me posted. Please.
Right, let's zoom in and listen to this now. Definitely going to this direction. I really don't want to go here. Can't get through here. Oh, wait. Picture?
Found anything?
I can't hear that sound anymore.
Ooh.
It's easy to freak out when you're on your own up there.
Maybe you're right. Who knows, but it seemed so similar to how I remember it.
Hey, don't think about it anymore. If it comes back, we'll try and figure it out.
You know, for a second it was nice to imagine that the past could come back like that. We always had a party on December 23rd. Maybe you heard about it?
Oh, we always have
It's
a
pretty
party
well
on the
known in the
23rd of
county.
December.
Sounds amazing.
You should have seen the ballroom back then.
I have a feeling if I walk out this room and walk back
The
into the
last time
ballroom, it's
Rachel's
going to
family
be
was there, Reverend Foster wasn't as sullen as usual.
like The Shining, when the ballroom's all done up.
My mother had eyes only for Leonard. And I saw he wouldn't stop staring at that girl.
What are the chances?
Rachel.
She heard it too, because we heard it. What's the chances we all got mad?
Talked and moved with the grace and confidence of an adult. She
Ending
wore
of
a
the end,
dress
we were
with a
breaking the
bow on the
champagne.
back. She was so beautiful.
Your dad's obviously a bit of a scumbag.
Fuck. It was the beginning of the end and we were breaking out the champagne.
Nikki,
Sorry, I'm becoming a freaking nostalgic up here. Well, I can't hear that sound anymore. It's
I'm going to
gone.
look around again, then I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna look
I don't
around
want to
again,
look around
and then
again.
I'm going to bed.
be careful.
Be careful, no kidding. Right, I'm just going to mute my mic for a sec, I'll be right back. There we go, back, got some coffee. My pad is still flashing, so I'm going to replace the batteries at some point here. I was shut in that room there. I'm nervous about going back into this ballroom. That room? That noise? It sounded like there was people there. I wish it would stop just doing a hard cut like that. Every time it does it, I kind of go, I'm sure The Shining does that. I'm going to have to rewatch The Shining tonight. I wonder how a 12-year-old would deal with The Shining. I can't be much older than 12 when I saw it. then I love horror movies, and she is a big bag, so no. What the hell? What the hell? No thank you. Is this the attic? Is this the dad's attic? Sleeping bag? What did it say, sleeping bag, didn't it? There was an old church in the grounds of the hotel. I remember seeing that in one of the original pictures. One of the loading screens. There's definitely an old church in the grounds of the hotel, but this feels... And also, why would that door there go down the way? There's a door here that goes down. Am I going down into the basement of the church here? Oh, I don't like that. I wonder if you can get to the basement of the church from the basement of the hotel. Why am I here? That's a question we all ask ourselves. There's a brilliant horror movie, what's it called? The Ritual, where the guys are lost in a forest and they spend a night in an old shed, like an old... Can I see the footsteps? You know, it would be spooky. This whole thing is spooky. They spend the night in an old like hunter's cabin, and then they wake up and they've all had like... Oh no. They wake up and they've all had these horrible nightmares. Is it possible I'm playing as another character right now? Could it be Rachel? It would be spooky if you found out the guy you were talking to is dead for years. I've got half an inkling that the guy I'm talking to is actually my father. He just seems to know too much. Now that looks like a door to the hotel. Yeah, I'm in the basement. Why the fuck was I in the old church? Oh, I'm just expecting jump scare after jump scare now. Why am I down here? Father, he sounds young. Well, he's dead, so... Maybe he can make himself sound however he wants to sound. Why the hell was I there? That's just horrid. Why is there a missing pickaxe? That doesn't make me feel good. Nothing about this is making me feel good. I'm going to go up to my room. That tingling again. Not got any of my equipment. And I can't get my to-do map to come up. Where's my room this way? Oh. Yeah, master suite. You sound so young to me, so I definitely heard something. Oh no, that's the Overwatch. Overlook. Oh, is my tree still up? I think the only problem I've got with this is you don't get much in the way of clues. Like, right now I've got no idea where I'm meant to be going. And it still thinks the Polaroid's sitting there, which clearly it isn't. It would be way too easy to get lost in the crawl space. I don't like going there. The box for the tree. Where does it want me to go? Back into the dining room? Or did I miss something in the church that I should have been paying attention to and I need to go back there? hearing things. Let's go back into the ballroom. Hate that that door closes behind me. Look at the broken chandelier. Place room. Back up to the first floor. Where does that bring you out in the first floor? This hotel looks that way. Is it closed? Yes. Basically, okay, I know where that brings me. Basically, after your father had the scandalous affair with a 16-year-old girl, everyone got shunned, the hotel got closed, you and your mother left. It's a fireplace room. You and your mother left, and who's paying the electric bill? That was the thing, the electrics all went out, so I had to go down and power the generator at one point. I think I've been here before. That is exactly how the restrooms look in The Shining. Another bit of crawl space. That red tile is how the restrooms look in The Shining. Seems to head towards the kitchen. Some waiter down in the garage or something. Hey, Nosik, thank you very much for the follow. We're currently scaring the life out of ourselves in the suicide of Rachel Foster. The only thing I'd say about this game is it seems a bit vague at times. I am not 100% sure where I'm meant to be going now. I must have missed something over at the church. Nightingale, gonna go get some liquids? No worries, you go and do that, man. Have a good day and thank you for popping in. That's a cool sticker, Nosik. How the hell did I get back down to the garage? Down in the garage level, roughly where that door to the church was. I must have missed something in the church. Where was that? It was down here somewhere. It wasn't that way because that's the skis, so it must be this way. Yes, it's this door here, isn't it? Went down. Yep. Hopscotch on the floor was kind of creepy here. This seems to be an underground passage to the church that's also on the grounds. For some reason I've started this day off in here, so how are you, Nosik? What you been up to? What made you join us today? Therefore he speaketh by tongue, let him pray that he may interpret. Okay, so there's definitely some... That organ started playing there, I would probably poop my pants. Definitely some creepiness going on here. I think these windows just broke while I was watching it earlier on. Music. I swear I can hear something moving about in here. Why is it so blue and dark? Cannot see a thing. Oh, I zoomed as I was walking there and it kind of made me look as if I was jumping towards the door. I feel like I'm maybe missing a trigger or something. Sleeping bag. Somebody's been sleeping in the church. I'm beginning to think Clemmy might be right. That this is I'm getting freaked out by a squatter. The problem is I really don't know where I'm meant to go here. Well, something's not triggering, it should be. Getting a little bit frustrating. They're not in my inventory. No, I've got nothing. Nothing's waking up. None of the buttons are doing anything. I've got my zoom and that's it. I'm not on the stairs here, is there? Nope. What day were we on? Day 7? That must mean this is Christmas Day. An odd place for her to wake up, I'll grant you that. Looks like a map. So I'm still annoyed by her run. This is her walk speed. This is her run speed. This was scream, she would be toast. Did the door just slam? Oh, this must be the fireplace room. I've not been in here. Hotel's witch pyre? The hell is a witch pyre? That doesn't sound good either way. Like a wee cosy room. Ah, that's coming off the museum then. There's the office, that's me back at the reception. Definitely feel a bit stuck. You know what, I'm going to Google this, hang on. my stick's got some drift on it, so it's just turned it. Oh god, there's a walkthrough up on some sites already. Jeez, oh. Right, day 7. Okay, hang on, day 8. Day 7, got the microphone, go to room 111. Did you hear a door there? I heard a door. Day 8, return to the bedroom. Return to Nicole's bedroom, pick up the phone on the chair next to the bed. Okay. I don't have my inventory because I guess I put it all down if I sleptwalked my way into the church. Which is kind of what happens in that movie, The Ritual. They wake up like and there's one of them is naked in the attic worshipping at this sort of twig-based altar. That's a great movie. Yeah, Ritual's a great movie. Suitably creepy. So where is the phone's next to my bed? There, all my stuff.
Irving?
Merry Christmas, Nikki. Ho, ho, ho. It's a little late.
Okay, so we're back on track.
But I expected that.
What?
Well, I thought you were calling to... Hey, is everything okay?
Yes. I mean, I don't think so. No.
3 in the afternoon or 3 in the morning?
I think I sleepwalked.
Like in the old Laurel and Hardy movies?
I'm serious.
Funny.
I woke up in church, standing in front of the lectern.
Wow. Does that happen a lot?
No.
One doesn't just become a sleepwalker from one day to the next.
It used to happen when I lived here. One time in February, I ended up outside.
Man,
No
you would
parent
just...
leaves the doors unlocked if their kid sleepwalks.
I never told anyone.
This place needs burned to the
Sleepwalking
ground.
episodes are common in children.
That's not the point. I forgot all about it. Then I come back here and it happens again. If I ended up in that church, maybe there's a reason.
Sometimes following your instinct is the best thing.
The church is scary. The church is
I don't want to go back
scary.
there now. But I'll think about it. Oh, Irving?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Nikki.
It's the fact he's calling me Nikki. Nobody else has called you Nikki, I think. Let's get this on the mat.
Irving? You still awake?
Yeah.
3 AM
sure.
on Christmas
I thought
morning.
you'd gone back to sleep.
No, don't worry.
I'm not good with words. I mean, with people. I feel like I don't thank you enough.
I
Always put the lights on the tree.
really want to be there for you. And it would be interesting, nice, I don't know, to meet, maybe?
If I ever get out of here.
It's a
Anyway,
date.
Yeah, it would be interesting. Irving from FEMA.
Oh, cool, yeah. What would you like to do?
A day at the lake? I think I caught a glimpse of Hauser Lake yesterday.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
That's all I like to do. Go back to the city and never come here
Yes,
again.
Sure, yeah. Cool. I'll go.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, no, wait.
Hi.
I was thinking, there really could be a repressed reason as to why you ended up there.
You don't think I'm crazy
So
then?
you've come to the conclusion that I'm not crazy.
Never thought that. Well, at least not in this case.
Oh, fuck
Thanks.
Hey, language, Sister Nicole.
All right. So, if I think about the church, I think about my mother. She often helped Reverend Foster.
Could I be
She
Reverend
decorated
Foster's
for
other daughter?
holidays, did fundraising, and put up booths to involve the whole community in parish activities. You know, that kind of stuff.
I know what you mean.
I think she found gratification in doing that, something she didn't get elsewhere, including the hotel. When we moved to Portland, she quit.
Fundraising?
God.
Church.
I gather you didn't exactly have a high opinion of your mother when you were a kid.
Well, she was really busy with the hotel. I was always running after Leonard. He was much more fun than she was, no doubt about it. He was a philosopher capable of calculating the motion of celestial bodies while taking apart and refitting a motorcycle in less than half an hour.
What about her?
In the same half hour, she could have audited a business balance sheet. There you go.
Ah, a businesswoman.
No. What I understood later, living in such proximity to her, is that Mom loved feeling needed.
A religious community like ours makes you feel needed, without a doubt.
I suppose.
Like ours? Report the sleeping bags in. Hey, Gaming, how you doing,
Someone
man?
broke into the church.
I'm doing good, thank
Some
you.
Fucking screwed up camper.
Oh, your father left it open for mountain wanderers.
Goddamn sons of... Oh. I'll have to clean up this mess before Jenkins shows up.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Normally, no one's around in this weather, but you never know.
Okay.
So we're playing The Suicide of Rachel Foster. And it's suitably creepy. We found ourselves kind of trapped in this hotel where there's been a storm. And we really can't seem to escape. It's something to do with your father having an affair with a 16-year-old and it's she's killed herself and it's the whole thing is...
Want to play the organ in a church in the middle of the night? Really?
No I don't.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Dunno. I think you stayed on the line. Didn't notice.
You think it's too horror? The church, the organ, the notes
Yeah,
reverberating
it
in
is.
the dark.
Yeah.
It's been years.
One of the games you
since anyone
recommended.
played
Yeah.
it.
Oh, actually, yeah, it was you.
My
You
mother's heart
suggested it
would break
on
to see it like this.
Twitter, didn't you?
She adored it.
You should take it with you to play it in Portland.
No, thank you.
You're better off listening to a cat in heat than my scales.
Well, you can always pick it up again.
I like
Even
it so
if I don't
far.
think
I'm
it's
loving it.
crucial. I mean, playing
I
the
am
organ.
loving it. It is
Yeah,
creepy
right.
as
Tell that
hell,
to my mom.
which is just
Essential
perfect
part
for
of a
me.
woman's education, I must admit.
Oh, poor Mom. She had a daughter that would rather dig for gold at Hunter's Gulch till the cows came home.
I can totally picture you.
You're a total tomboy.
Then there was Rachel, who reminded me how useless I was in music. Look how good
Maybe-
Rachel is. Look how she puts her mind to it.
Maybe
She doesn't know
kill
how to read,
Rachel?
but she's got a real ear for it.
Hey,
Well, I
nerdy, how
was
you doing,
considered the
pal?
illiterate artist in the house. If Rachel had been
Just
around,
get back
she would have
from
improvised
Slim Chickens with the
Beethoven's
family.
Ninth.
Was she so perfect?
Yes.
This is a rare Saturday
I'm
for
only
me.
just now realizing how jealous I was.
Keep looking.
The rest of the family are out. I have the house to myself. This is a rare occurrence. So I thought, I missed my stream on Thursday. I'm going to catch up on it.
Nikki?
And I saw this
When there was
yesterday.
a
I
party,
bought this
my
yesterday
mother
on
always
Steam.
got out the usual streamers and decorations and stuff. She raced in and out of the church, but I never discovered where she kept all those things.
Never asked?
Oh, a million times. She didn't want to answer. She said they were in a safe place. A real mystery.
What kind of decorations could they have possibly been?
Nothing explosive. It's just that I had the bad habit of sneaking all over the place and forgetting what time it was. There was that huge lady, the assistant cook, Mrs. Bryce. She used to get so mad.
A judicious girl.
They promised to reveal the secret
Secret
storeroom when I got
storeroom?
older,
Ooh.
but I must have forgotten.
The mystery of the secret storeroom. Ooh,
Sounds very Nancy
good.
Drew.
The riddle!
What are you talking
riddle?
about?
Leonard was never good at keeping secrets, but he taught me a
Okay.
riddle to get there.
Can you remember it?
Incredible. Yes. Oh, something like down the stairs, watch your step, don't fall apart or it's your end. Round a corner, turn around, there's your way in front of you. All that's closed can be open too if you see beyond its looks. But how can I remember it? How it's
That is a bit.
Wow. A total mystery. Want to play?
Yes, I need to think about it. I have no idea what it means. I'll call you if anything comes to mind.
Obviously something in that basement passage. God, I don't know how long I've had those batteries in there. Eamon says, there's so many great indie games out there that should get more exposure. That's why you're going indie and retro on your channel. I love an indie game. I absolutely adore things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's AAA titles, like, still try to play through the Assassin's Creed series. Still got the last 3 or 4 Modern Warfares to play. But something about an indie game's just fun.
What'd you find?
The paintings of the saints. I was convinced Leonard had gotten rid of them.
Why?
He liked saying that it was more likely to find God in a supernova than in a church.
I don't see what he had in common with the Reverend Solomon Foster.
Yeah.
They mostly talked for long stretches in between chess moves up in the attic.
United by pawns and bishops, but divided by the saints.
Divided by everything else, I'd say.
Down the stairs around the corner, so it's got to be in this passage somewhere. Just one voice, but hopefully you can inspire us to support indies, so much talent. Do you know what, it's not even so much that, there's so much fun. You can always tell how much love people put into their games. The hidden passage has got to be down around here somewhere. What the hell? What the hell? Crawl space? Did you... Oh shit, indeed.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, I can hear my heartbeat in the headphones. I'm assuming it's the character's heartbeat. I feel like I can hear my heartbeat. This is brilliant. Thank you for pointing this one out, absolutely. Thank God for that torch. I'd be absolutely crapping it if I didn't have a torch. Go here. Achievement unlocked. Someone was here. What the fuck? What? What?
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Found the mystery decorations?
No decorations.
There's something going on with that family.
I found.
Did I say I'm playing through
something.
Assassin's Creed? Yes. Yes, I need to finish 3, which I'm not enjoying, but I want to finish it so I can get on the black
Like
flag.
someone built some kind of
It's my week been?
bedroom.
It's been okay.
Irving, you there?
It's work, nothing exciting.
Of course, yeah. What bedroom?
That
Tell me what you
painted.
see.
Okay. There's some windows drawn on the walls. Books. Sheet music. A pink bed. It's like a kid's room.
No way.
This place doesn't make sense. No one would live down here.
This is good, we can finish it, it's good.
I think you should get out of there now.
Oh, wait. There's got to be an explanation.
Okay.
Well, pull the torch back out.
Now I'm calling the head office in Billings. I'm telling you it's a code red emergency.
Yes,
so they'll
please
have
do.
Jesus Christ, Irving.
What?
This is all Rachel's stuff. Understand? It's her room, a replica.
You don't know that. You can't know what her room looked like.
Everything
see
here
that's pinky
reminds me
though.
of her. Let me look around. I'm sure I'll find an explanation.
But my
Yes,
other
you got-
hand on the red phone.
Keep it there, but
Make
don't
the call.
Make the call.
Make the call.
I need to figure out what's going on here.
Jeez, oh. Don't like Assassin's Creed 3, why? I don't know. If you've played it, you'll know what the twist is. So I've just kind of reached the point where I've become the Indian guy. I think from that point on, maybe it gets better. Up until that point, I wasn't loving it. And it was huge. I've uninstalled it and reinstalled it a couple of times to try and get through it. I do plan on finishing it because I've heard Black Flag is phenomenal and I want to get that. And then Syndicate's free on the Epic Games Store this week. I think the only one I don't actually have is Odyssey. So I've got tons of them to play through.
Hey, can you make that call now?
Please,
You hear
yes.
this sound?
Come on.
Oh, not sounds again.
Hear it now?
What is it? It sounds like some kind of mechanism.
I'm in front of an air vent that could be connected to the top floor. Leonard had a grandfather clock up in the attic.
You can't hear things from a room that's so far away.
Yeah.
Can too. I used to lurk in front of vents like this to spy on guests in their rooms.
How
You're
could
trying
that-
to tell
this
me
is like
something.
under the church and
The
his
attic
room's
is
in
where
the
Leonard
attic.
gave Rachel speech therapy sessions. Maybe you could hear what was going on up there from here.
That doesn't help.
Listen, I need to get into the attic. I need to figure out if a clock like that could still be working. Maybe there's someone who still takes care of it.
Nicole, please.
I'm hanging up. Call you later.
What the hell is going on here? And the texture's gone, can't read the post-it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
We have to call someone. You have to get out of there right now.
No. I found a key.
Music
It's from
box
my
in
old
Leonard's
music
room?
box,
Oh, okay.
The one in Leonard's room.
I'm having a hard time following.
If everything in here is Rachel's, then why is my music box's key here?
I don't know and I don't want to know. Tell you what I think? Someone could have been in your room.
It doesn't matter.
That's everything. Everything matters.
If someone was in there, he's not here now. I need to grab the chance to figure out what the hell is going on, or went on, here.
Bad shit went on here. I think that's fairly obvious to say. Now, The picture for this game is a retainer, so it's something to do with that.
Yes.
Nicole, listen. I already know what you're gonna say, but please trust me. Get out of there.
Please, you're not helping.
You do realize you found the replica of a dead girl's bedroom. This is sick. This is
The more things get freaky, bizarre, and painful, the more I need to figure out why. Why all of this?
We'll figure it out with the sheriff. Once you're out of there, into a safe hotel room in town. Please, just...
Listen, a bunch of strange things happened since I got here. Think
That's like
about
the
it.
dad's mug.
Phone calls on a dead line, old lipsticks that don't go bad. Leonard's notes where he says he saw a girl that's supposedly been dead for 10 years, and now this!
all good reasons to get out there.
You're bloody right.
We both agree that saving your skin is top priority, right?
I've looked over every inch of this place, and
You can
there's
smell.
no one.
If it's true, you realize what that means.
What? What are you trying to tell me?
Your father, he spent years in there, in total solitude. With the weight of his family and Rachel on his conscience, he wasn't the kind of guy to just let the past slide with a shrug. You know that too.
You're joking, right? You think he did this?
Think about it. That room could be an act of love. Distorted, even morbid, but in his eyes...
How dare you? My father might have had a lot of weaknesses.
Oh, my father had a lot of problems.
What you're saying... Leave out that he cheated on my mom. Leave out that he fell in love with a 16-year-old. But fucking hell, don't you dare even think that.
What, did he kidnap
He
that
would
girl?
never
Or?
have built a fucking underground shrine for a dead person.
Your father had changed in the end. You didn't spend time with him, but I met him, and I'm telling you.
No! I don't give a shit about what you have to say.
I just want you to know that...
If you don't want to help discover the truth, don't call me.
Oh, would it go burning that bridge? He's the only one that you've got to talk to. You played it. The main character's a bit boring compared to Ezio. Ezio was brilliant. I love the setting of AC3. Backfire's good, but you can never complain about other games coming out. You've got to play them all for your YouTube
How
channel.
dare you? You don't know shit. You don't know fuck. Finally, a bit of peace and quiet. They'll help me clear my head without those incessant phone calls. I'm not a fucking switchboard, for fuck's sake.
Let's get those issues.
Okay.
Where's this music
Let me
box?
piece things together. I just found out there's a room dedicated to Rachel Foster in my father's hotel. Maybe with items from her real room. Holy Jesus, that's freaky.
Yeah.
Some people think she didn't commit suicide, and some even think she's still alive.
Concentrate.
I have to think it through.
What concrete clues did I
What
find?
concrete clues did I find?
None?
First thing, the phone call.
Right.
They said Rachel isn't dead. Then the lipstick from 10 years ago turns up, still good. And then my father's various notes where he says he still sees her.
Don't get how the lipstick
If
works,
that were
because
true, it might
10 years
explain
is
the
10
sighting
years.
by her friend here in the Timberline.
has she been living in the
And
Timberline?
now I find her retainer box, but no retainer. That room might not be a reconstruction. If Rachel didn't kill herself, Rachel could have lived here.
And who
But
killed
if she's
themselves?
still alive, why doesn't she tell her parents? Unless they're all in cahoots. No suicide, no Timberline money. No, I'm just being paranoid. And then there'd be no reason for her to live in a fucking underground replica of her room. My key in the middle of Rachel's stuff. Is it a message? Where do I fit in? Are you trying to tell me something, Dad? My music box with the hockey player. I don't think I have the guts to hear that tune again.
Another completed Rubik's Cube.
But
There was
I
one of those in
must.
the room, and the NASA mug. They were both down in Rachel's room. Clemmy says phone call must have been on an internal line. I would have thought so too. This is always coming from inside the house. More metal.
The 27th of December, 1983. The hockey finals at Missoula. Us against Cold Springs High. We won by sudden death after a 3-hour game, and I got the medal for the most number of face-offs won. According to the papers, that was the night Rachel killed herself.
Ooh.
Coming home, Mom barely had the time to pull into the garage that I was already racing up to you, waving the medal in your face, Daddy. I was so happy. But you had other things on your mind, right?
Not a good night.
And you and Mom started fighting. Voices getting louder. That long silence when she comes down the stairs with the suitcases and Mrs. Bryce tries to stop her. Mom's car stays here, and we leave with my Uncle John's. I never found out what started that fight.
Started that fight as he knocked up a 16-year-old lassie.
Are you trying to, Daddy?
Wow. Day 9. What games am I planning on streaming in the coming weeks? I don't actually know. I keep this big list, the to-do list on Microsoft To-Do app. Tomorrow night I should be doing Paper Mario on the Cult of Tears channel. Oh, I suddenly woke up at a door again. That's the attic. Oh, crap. Yeah. Paper Mario's my next one. Wish there wasn't so many friggin' creaking noises in this game. Oh god, there's a horror one's Outlast. I've got that to do as well. Indies, I've got a couple, but I can't remember. I need my to-do list in front of me.
Irving.
Finally.
You know the one I got, isn't that the truth?
I know, I told you to go to hell.
I was dying on this chair.
I'm not going to apologise.
Let's keep going, if you want. Together. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of this story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
Yep.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
How did I get
Who
through?
are you talking about, Nikki?
Maybe it's my father.
No,
In my
it's
music
not
box,
my
I
father.
found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
How would he remember that?
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late.
His mum was out of the picture.
I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
Mezzanine is?
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Oh,
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
To the mezzanine. Oh, let me and Gaming are talking. I love them in their hands. So, Gaming streams indie and retro stuff too. Has a fabulous YouTube channel. Can I go downstairs here? Yes. And a fantastic Twitter feed as well. So you should definitely check him out. You mark that I bought PS Dreams. Oh good, working while the stream's on your phone, let's say computer. Thank you. Sorry, what do you mean, do you mark that about PS Streams? What's PS Streams? The only thing I can think of is the... What was the... What's the Silent Hill thing that the guy made? The guy that made Silent Hill made a demo for the PlayStation. Ah, that block in the way before. The guy that made Silent Hill made a demo for the PlayStation, which was creepy as hell. What the hell is in here? Wow, how much do I not like this room? Right, I was looking for my hockey stick. And that's obviously meant to be Rachel with the baby. Did I kill Rachel? Wedding photographer? That's awesome! That is awesome. My sister-in-law does wedding preparations. They hire them to go in and do all the decorations and stuff. We were quite close friends with her wedding photographer. She was a lovely lady. Still is a lovely lady.
Irving?
I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine.
I'm expecting these things to move. I'm really expecting these things to move.
Everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck?
That's my stick.
It's my stick!
I was looking for that.
If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation,
I killed
think
Rachel.
they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello?
Why is he not answering?
Why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
What was that movement noise? Polaroid? I don't think I've done anything with it. I'd much rather have the torch, thank you. What made that noise? I don't want to turn around. I actually don't want to turn around. I'm expecting these fucking mannequins to grab me or something.
Got time.
Sorry. See that about PS Dreams? What is PS Dreams? About software that allows you to create things such as character models and levels for others to play? Oh! That sounds cool. That does sound cool.
Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
Doors.
What doors are you talking about?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Those boots are being wide awake. Somebody rang the bell. I'm sure I heard somebody ringing the bell. Gotta be somebody else here. Gotta be. I think the Polaroids like disposable camera and Firewatch didn't have any purpose. Then showing you something during the credits could be. Could be. Yeah, stream sounds good. There's one. There's one. His name I cannot remember now. One of the Cult of Tears was using it. I wonder if I can get back into the attic now. And he was actually building the game on stream, which was really cool. We enjoyed watching that. no time to get a PS4 with a broken controller and an ancient all-in-one PC. Mine's is hobbled together, like stuff from work. I've got like a third-hand PC, a second-hand Xbox One. You just gotta, you gotta do what you can do. Also, it was claiming that said that. Well, if you're starting off streaming, if you're interested in streaming, give us a shout. I wonder if I can get the quality tiers thing to come up. Oh no, wrong keyboard. Where is my thing here? If I... There we go. Don't know if you'd see that Discord link, so I'm going to copy and paste it again. Ah, crap, I can't copy and paste it for there. I'm going to tab out this reset. Hang on. I'm going to paste something in the tidy lad, so hopefully it'll show up on Twitch. Looks like it has. So I'm a member of the Cultiteers. I'm a member of a bunch of different communities. Cultiteers, there's Mickey Rand's family, Shark Tank, all of these different communities. But I'm a member of Cultiteers, and we, amongst other things, are a streaming community. We've got loads of content support, we've got loads of help for folk that are starting out. So if it is something that takes your fancy at any point, just go down. If it is something that takes your fancy at any point, join that Discord, because we will absolutely do whatever we can to help you. We love getting people into streaming. Currently I am going the wrong way, I think. Currently I'm in the process of designing 2 new layouts for the members as well. I did the members layout. I did the layout for the main channel. So we've got just now I'm on DLive. I'm on DLive. I'm on Twitch, and I'm on Mixer. I'm using a bit of software called, or a site called Restream to send to all 3 of them. Did I leave that door on? Let's just close it and the safe side. Oh, that was not open before. And we've also got a stream team on DLive. It's a main page for the Cultiteers, with which we take turns broadcasting on, and a whole bunch of the other guys are on DLive as well. What? Yeah, I think that creepy tune just said it all. Car engines. Radio telephone transmitter.
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What?
No.
What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself.
Oh, I wonder if this is like that film,
What does all this mean, Irving?
Transmission?
How
Dennis
far do you
Quaid
wanna
movie.
push yourself? How much can you take?
He could radio through time and talk to his own dad.
Painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What on
Is
earth
this
is
a
this
joke?
guy doing?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories
It's my
get
car.
into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You, Jenkins, you never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Looks like outside the building
Someone
window.
had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me? I...
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night.
Oh,
did
this
it
is
for
going
years.
creepy.
Day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's
Lizzie?
time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Who the hell is he? Who are you?
Who are you, really?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer.
Rachel's son?
His father. Oh, his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer that shone only one star. His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
He lost.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school.
Who's getting
But I
bullied?
could hear her cry.
This is a
At
brother.
night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, a beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her. For real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister.
Oh,
Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
What do you want from me?
guess
The
I'm not
day
gonna
my
use this
sister
one, right?
paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As you've already begun to
Same
understand.
What do
I
you want
want
from
to
me?
know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
Well, that took a turn. I guess I can still watch games with Clay so you can stay in the loop. Got it, oh yeah, it's definitely letting me through that door now. Sadly, he's little Discord, in fact, I only just downloaded Twitch. You can get Discord on your phone, a good app. So happy to enjoy one of the games I recommend. You always come up with good recommendations, gamer. You always do. Can I have my torch, please? Oh, I don't want to go up here. It's not going to be good. I hope work goes quickly so you can enjoy the weekend. Oh. Let's not use that just yet. I wonder what's living up here. Doesn't look like we do that yet. What's that say? Rachel, Leonard. Go up here to play chess. Leonard drawing her? Oh wow. This is not a good place. Was that? Something come up there? Look. Telescope. This bookshelves, telescopes, this is all stuff that was in a room downstairs. Typewriter. There's thoughts. What was that? Thoughts. Which didn't come. The grandfather clock, I did hear that downstairs. I guess I've got to put this projector on then, yeah.
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school.
That was old school, wasn't it?
I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are.
Nicky. I knew it was going to be him calling me Nicky.
You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving
Hey,
puzzles.
Blind, how you doing, buddy?
In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that
I think we're getting to the end of this, so you might want to ditch out if you don't want any spoilers,
we
because
waited. We were terrified.
it's a very, very story-driven game.
We studied, we listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in
talking
the air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death.
Whoa.
I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Oh no, that sounds like blackboard chalk. Oh no, oh no. Oh shit. Oh no. I've got total shivers. I love this. I love this. Blind, not bad. Saturday, what's a Saturday yourself? What's that like? It is a rarity, that's what that's like. The two wee ones stayed with our granny last night, and the eldest is away over with the missus today. They're all getting their hair cut. Which is good for me, because it means I get a Saturday to myself. I am fairly certain at this point that I murdered Rachel. A key, but a key to where? Hard to beat. Too right it is. Precious. Time yourself is so blooming precious. It really is. I've got to take a picture of that. I think Clemmy's right about the camera. It's only going to really pop up at the end. What was that key for? That me here? Am I meant to... Where am I meant to go? I wonder if that's my car key that went missing. That's the only thing that was the doors don't tend to operate that way. I think my rabbit just made noise in the living room and I just cacked myself. Like genuinely, I got that shooting thing right up the back of your neck where you're like, what? Oh, this is giving me such fear. Especially now that I'm the murderer. Well, I suspect I'm the murderer. I'm sorry, Rachel. Sorry.
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
People
I'm spooked
were
out.
just
I am well
jealous
spooked out.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty.
I love it.
You don't.
I just want you to get to the truth.
I love it.
So
I
why
love
didn't
things
you
like
tell
this.
me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You
Yes,
don't know
please.
anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
Oh,
What
that's
else
not.
is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Riddles.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Door doesn't really sound like a car, does it? The door of it open. Every time I step on that thing, it gives me jitters. Okay, so that key is not going to be from my car then. The door if I not open. Nope, I'm not going through the crawl space again, you can forget that. The ski run? Ski run wasn't open, was it? What's up through there? How did I get to there from here? Yeah, this door over here was padlocked, wasn't it? That key? That chain rattling's giving me the fear, but no, it doesn't seem to be that. Old ski. What door have I missed? No, can't go that way. No, go this way. Can I inspect? No. Really? Yeah, I can't even really access your inventory. Your inventory's quite limited in this game. Back up to check it. What door it thinks I've not opened. The front door, I've not opened the front door. Can I leave, please? At this point, I would just try to find like a parka and fucking walking out. Actually, I don't even, or I've done that about 4 friggin' days ago in this story. I would not have been happy about this. Hang on. Like, I'm looking at a walkthrough, but it's obviously not right, because it's telling me to go to the garage. Try a different walkthrough. No, that's not it either. Ultimate walkthrough guide. Here's, let's have a wee look. Oh, I wish those doors would stop making noises. Yeah, I'm close to the end. Chessboard and key. You take the key. The key fits your mother's car. Ah, okay. Back to the garage then. Because she left. Because she left her car and we left my uncle's car, didn't we? Did I kill Rachel? Did my mother kill Rachel? Well, it's anybody's guess at this point. Rachel seems to think I killed Rachel. Yeah, okay. It's too dark, I can't see. Oh, I got an achievement called Pack Rat. You don't really get a button for infantry, do you? Interactional map. Nah. Annoyingly, that didn't really tell me what I would have got out of there. If it wasn't for the FAQ, I think I would have been a bit stuck. What I do know, I got the blanket which needs washed. Which I know is over near the boiler room. That's the ski lodge. Laundry down this way. Ah, yeah, it's the room with the windows. So, out of the mum's car came a blanket. Blanket has this, and a retainer.
Oh God.
Sound design seems really good. It's perfect. What did I forget? I saw it all.
I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
My mum killed her and I saw it.
It was the same night
The
as the
blood.
hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Oh no.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage.
There's your
Claire was
mother.
there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't
Murder.
her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed.
Oh, that's grim.
And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Oh no.
Go on.
No, I don't.
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging
Just
me,
killed Rachel, put her in the car, drove me to the hockey game.
And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it
Wait
wasn't
and
true.
dump Rachel's body and then come back.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't...
Oh, this is grim. Truth.
I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her. In the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God. She killed Rachel.
This is definitely heavier than Firewatch.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
Running at 1 FPS.
You know,
I'm not seeing any dropped frames.
protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything.
What did I think?
It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
Where are you?
Irving, where are you?
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
Go for it.
You left the hotel?
No.
But
Left the
it's too
hotel.
cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
There's
I've lived
the
in the dark for years.
ski bit.
You've freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light.
Yeah.
I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our
Wait,
drink.
I see.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of events.
Wait, I see.
Everything is
Irving? Irving?
Front door.
I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there?
Freaking out, man.
Rachel? Is that you?
Where's Irving? Why is it going all dark? Oh, I'm in the car.
Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you get...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home. And I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. There's also my fee.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day. But they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it.
Oh, I have just
And we
realised
can
what she
have
is doing.
dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice.
It won't let me get out of the
Be all
car.
together.
Oh no.
Mom, Dad, it would be so nice. Wait a minute. I did all that you asked me. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared.
No. It's not giving me good choices to make here.
I can't see the light.
Out of that car?
A dark end? Oh, so there's multiple endings? Oh no, turn off. There it is. Where was that? There. Open the door, crazy lady.
I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, We'll bring back the Timberline to its fortune together. We will be happy again, all together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger. Just love.
I was really hoping I could save Irvin. I don't really know what happened there. Okay, we've got to go to YouTube and see if there's multiple endings for this thing. That was awesome. It was awesome and spooky. Clemmy was kind of right, you don't really get to see the monster. I think that really helped. There was no big monster reveal. So that's what? 3 and a bit hours, 12 quid, 3 and a bit hours. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Sound design, those guys deserve a round of applause. I guess what you guys are saying, it could be a transcoding thing at the other end. I'm kicking it out to restream, so it could be restream or it could be D-Live, it could be Twitch. There's multiple endings of Firewatch. You could die in the forest fire? I didn't know that. What ending did I get for Firewatch? I definitely left in the helicopter. Firewatch was just a beautiful game. The style, the visual style of Firewatch with that kind of purple and orange palette was gorgeous. This has been lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm definitely going to check check YouTube out for different endings. I'm going to check YouTube out for different endings for Firewatch now as well, I guess. My wee head guy's caught up with me now at least. I do love very story-driven games like this. Something a little bit Silent Hilly about this as well, which I really liked. That sounds a bit like the Gravity Falls theme tune. I've heard somebody do like a creepy version of the Gravity Falls theme tune, it sounds just like this. And that's good timing because the family have just come back in the door. They're currently in the living room. The good lady tried desperately to keep the two wee ones quiet. So that seems to be fortunate timing. Very fortunate timing. Okay, so I am gonna do this. And you get to see the big me. And for some reason it kicks all the restream chat back up. The restream bot, whenever you change scene, the restream bot kind of refreshes and draws all the chat. I will quit out of the game. Well, it's moaning about Dropbox announcements. Let's see. Oh, Steam wants to restart. It's just this one thing after another, isn't it? Let's have a look and see who's on Twitch just now. You might hear my voice for a second getting rebroadcast, which I hate. Who's on? Who's on? Chrissy22 is playing some Final Fantasy. Toby's playing some stuff over on there. Yeah, okay, if you're interested in watching somebody else on Twitch, then I'll stick him up in the chat. Toby is definitely worth a watch, he is a cool guy. Let me check out D-Live. If you're over on the D-Live side of things, let's see who I'm following on there that's on. Jen C, she is brilliant. Jen C is fantastic. Let me check my channel, I'll be second. Side of things. Oh, yeah, I hate hearing my own voice. Yes, if you're over on D-Live the now, I am going to kick you over to see Jen C because she is awesome. Except her name won't come up. Why won't it come up? There it is because it's an underscore. Guys, I am going to drop to my ending screen. I want to thank you all for joining me today. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, Gaming, for the recommendation. It was fantastic. I will be back on tomorrow night over in the Culture Channel's mainstream doing some Paper Mario. All you guys have a great weekend. This has been an absolute pleasure. Spooky ass absolute pleasure. But I hope to see you all again soon. Hadouken!